I covered the King Von situation. They're saying Von had 7 bodies. That was already crazy. Then you start hearing about Lil Jeff. They were saying he could have had as many as 11 bodies. Now we're hearing about this new guy. He goes by the name of Kill Bill. They're saying he might have upwards of 12 bodies. And this gang, apparently there's a picture of 2 guys from this gang. And they're saying that between the 2 of them, they've got 20 bodies between them. So let's get into it, man. They're saying that Bayzoo was allegedly killed by this crew called BTBG. And their members essentially killed Bayzoo in retaliation for the murder of Lil Deuce, who came from the crew's DMG
ain't that Lil Zay crew?
Now, I've got more information about, these gangs that I'm going to get to in a minute, but I just want to look at some of the response that's under this post to give you a little bit of background on what everybody's talking about. People saying it's open for discussion, everything is alleged, but after he passed away, someone went from claiming 9 bodies to 10 bodies. People are saying I wouldn't be surprised if it was the younger guys that Zoo didn't even know about. People saying it was always somebody that's trying to get their name ringing. It's not surprising at all. Obviously, Bayzoo was a very famous person in Chicago drill. He was pretty notorious. He was very famous. There was rumors that he'd been involved in his, three sort of...
Hey, why everybody in Chicago got like 10 bodies? That is crazy. Like, I'll see if you got 1, but 10? Bro, y'all just bored. Y'all killing anybody. Because I don't even think y'all ops be getting killed. I'm just saying.
High-profile murders in the city. People are saying it's crazy to see Bayzoo under a post like this. People are saying I got footprints in the streets out west and over east. We don't do the internet. We really clap stuff over beef. So they're talking about these lyrics, and there's a lot of hints that are in there. Now, this is somebody basically talking about this Kill Bill guy, and I'm going to get into this because I've got a whole bunch of things that basically relate to Kill Bill. Okay, so this is a post that's going around, right? This is basically Lil Deuce. I believe this is Lil Deuce and Kill Bill, and this was a post that was going viral. It says, "Real Splash Brother, 20 plus hats between the 2 of us on my son. DM double G, double trouble twin, forever Tudor." So
20 hats?
I'm just beginning to learn about this gang now, all right? But they're saying that there's over 20 bodies in this picture, and I've seen this picture going around recently.
That's
okay,
crazy.
But what this person says, it says, your post doesn't even make sense. Kill Bill claims to be up a lot. He said that him and Deuce had 20 plus bodies together, but this is way before Bayzoo died. Every close affiliate of Deuce pretty much said that he was 8 times, which means 8 bodies. So Kill Bill claims to be 12 to 14 bodies. Who knows? He was not specific and people can exaggerate. This is Kill Bill claiming to have 9 bodies from 5 months ago. And basically this was a song where he basically dropped this song 7 to 8 months ago since Lil Scoom was locked up. And he basically claimed to have 8 bodies in the song Footprints that was released 2 years ago. So these are, I don't want to play this. I don't want to get, I'm not thinking that these guys, I feel like they're more focused on catching bodies than copyright claims, but just to be safe, let me just listen to this before I play. All right, I'll play you just this little snippet. Basically, he says that he has 9 bodies and he wants 1 more. I'll play you this tiny little snippet. Hopefully we won't get any trouble.
Got like 9, I want 1 more. Got 9, he wants some more.
So he's saying he got 9 bodies and he wants some more. This was just this was what, 5 months ago? They're saying when this post went up, it said it was 4 months ago. And this post was made a month from today. So I guess this was 5 months ago. They're saying now back to the present. If he killed Bayzoo, like some of you are saying, the song he released 2 weeks ago, which is an old song, is not him claiming he killed Zoo. It's him claiming he killed someone else. Besides that, you can't use anything to prove something on this situation. Maybe you can use THF saying Zay Osama's side didn't touch Zoo, but people would come and say they don't want to give credit. Well, I didn't see any THF members saying BVC ain't do it. And BVC is the first set who ever claimed the murder way before it was on Spot News. Now, this person says, you will never know the exact body count of someone. I remember Death Row members saying that BD had 12 plus bodies when he died, and some members alluded that he had 8 bodies, so I guess some members count civilians or assists as bodies. Now, if you want to know about that, I did actually do a long documentary on this very channel about Buff City BD, who people said that he had a whole bunch of bodies. I'm pretty sure the final body count I heard might have been 9. I don't know if he ever got to double digits, but people are now arguing about this. They're saying Kill Bill has never claimed 12 to 14 bodies, so I don't know what you're talking about. You're making yourself look dumb. KB claimed 10 bodies at 1 minute into this song. It's an old song. Oh, sorry, Kill Bill. He claimed 10 bodies at this song. You said it's an old song. Simply provide proof, because this is part 2 of Devil Music. He posted the song 5 days after Bayzoo passed away, claiming 10 bodies in it. On top of that, I said, allegedly, please explain to me how my post doesn't make sense by using actual logic. Everything you typed out made no sense. Why would BVC kill Lil Deuce when Lil Sam was literally hiding scared because his chain was never found about the Vante stuff after he passed away? I want you to respond. This is a good discussion. People saying, are you blind? How can he be 10x after Zoo died if he claimed him and Deuce were up 20 hats? This is devolving into a little bit of a ridiculous conversation at this point. So this is Kill Bill's song Devil Music 2. Now what's crazy, this only has 5,783 views. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like the Lil Jeff situation all over again. You know, when people first started discovering Lil Jeff and he was getting all those 10 teardrop tattoos or whatever it was, he really wasn't having motion like that, and it took a little bit of time. Obviously, he ended up passing away, but now Lil Jeff is this legendary Chicago figure.
You tripping? Lil Jeff definitely had motion,
and he's just notorious for having all of these bodies. I think this could be the Kill Bill situation, man. I feel like this is like a new Von. This is like a new Lil Jeff that we're now kind of seeing develop in front of our very eyes. Now, I do have a whole bunch of backstory about this. A lot of this relates to one of Kill Bill's friends called Lil Deuce, who ended up getting killed. Now, people were basically saying that this was THF Deuce. This is THF Zoo responding to Lil Zay a week after Lil Deuce was killed, and apparently he ended this caption when he posted this flick with him posing with all of this money with 6,300K, and that's a diss to both Lil Zay and Lil Deuce's hood. So this was going viral, and I showed you this in a previous video about how, you know, people saying Bayzoo was going broke, and he was basically saying he isn't. He was showing off all this money, but I didn't realize that this actually was also a way of him dissing Lil Deuce, who got killed.
Yeah, man, I usually don't do this shit. You already know how I'm coming.
He was not dissing.
Niggas say I'm out here in the trenches, tank top on. You don't have to put the tank on for their ass, you know? Guess that tank top wearing off, huh, bitch? Broke ass niggas, I don't even pop it like this. I ain't pop it enough, you hear me? I ain't ducking shit but the feds and death, you hear me? You know what the fuck going on, man?
So there was more trolling, and, you know, basically this was like a longer clip. You know, Lil Zay was obviously dissing him, and then he was clapping back at Lil Zay, but it turns out that behind the scenes there was more going on. And there was basically more trolling from Bayzoo that popped up in this video. I believe it's around here, right? We see like that same post where Bayzoo's kind of flexing all of this money, and then we see this next part of it where he's kind of with his homie in the car. And again, just big flexing, but low-key disrespecting their enemy.
Let him hit that. Hold on. Let him hit that. That boy, hey, y'all better stop playing. He rigged down to the floor, man. From the head to the toe. Troublemaker. Double trouble forever, man.
2 days on a Ricky Smiley, man.
And we got Big Bro on the phone,
Rick
man.
up top, man.
Big Bro. Bankroll Records, ATM.
What's going on?
Talking about, look, this is how we coming. THF.
So he posted up all this money, but he also made another post where he was putting his thumb down and he had these footprint emojis. Now, this is obviously a reference to, you know, step in, standing on business, you know, however you want to call it. But he was low-key sending subliminals for this guy Lil Deuce that got killed, and apparently Lil Deuce was very, very close friends with Kill Bill. I've got some more information about Lil Deuce that I'll show you in a minute, but first I want to show you some more evidence that people are saying already pointed to the fact that perhaps it was this this group BTBG that had something to do with Bayzoo's murder, because people were basically saying BTBG's hood isn't really far from where Bayzoo got killed at. And this is 21 days ago, so this theory isn't new. This has been spreading around for quite some time. And they're basically saying, yo, do you think they got the drop? Do you think they're responsible? People saying that Bayzoo was loafing out west when they just killed DMG Scoom is so dumb, right? They're saying police never got to do their job. I feel like the police are doing their job. It just so happens. People are saying that's definitely their work for sure. Kill Bill deactivated his page. They're saying the other dude looks like Kill Bill by his movements. We've seen all of this this footage going around of the murder from different angles. People are saying BTBG be putting the belt to THF. If it's their work, it's 2-0 already. People are saying TP was killed by BVC. You are wrong. They're saying the other shooter was BTBG. There was a lot of talk about, you know, different people that had already been going down. They're saying if BTBG did that, then they made 2 murders on THF go viral. A lot of people are saying that basically that guy TP who was killed in front of his daughter, they were saying that was get back over Zay Osama's watches, but now they're saying, yo, it's really something to do with this. But people are saying it's not 2-0, and again, I don't condone this scorekeeping. Like, that's this isn't sport. These are real people's lives. Like, this is, I take this very seriously, but this is the level of discourse that we're seeing on Chiracology. People are keeping score like this, and it's kind of messed up. But at the end of the day, we're trying to just get to the bottom of the situation. And people saying when the people who killed TP got killed, so it would be 2-3 THF up if they killed Lil Deuce. But we don't know for sure, right? People are saying, damn, I was thinking BTBG's hood was not far from there. They're saying, yeah, either somebody dropped the low or somebody seen him. He was at a car part shop and he had to be there for a while. Now, let me give you a little bit of background on BTBG, okay? This group is, picking up a lot of attention in Chicago. They're basically known as the Baby T Blood Gang. It's apparently a traveling Vice Lord set located in Chicago Avenue and St. Louis on the west side of Chicago in the Humboldt Park neighborhood. BTBG is extremely renowned and could be argued as one of the most well-known traveler sets in the city of Chicago. They're clicked up with other travelers and usually beef with CVLs. People are saying, is it active? Extremely. And they apparently have beef with a bunch of other sets, such as BBMG/Rich Way, which are conservative Vice Lords, the Beam Team, which are made up of new breeds, traveling Vice Lords, gangster disciples, and conservative Vice Lords. They're clicked up with Ghost Mob, who are conservative Vice Lords, and another set called Monticello with the same affiliation, and Chain Gang, who are gangster disciples. Okay, so these are all a bit different people that they're beefing with. Did I say clicked up? I didn't mean to say that. I'm saying that this is everybody that they're beefing, and then these are their allies: NLMG, the Simon City Royales, Loso Gang, the traveling Vice Lords, and a bunch of other traveling Vice Lord gangs like the Cheddar Boys, Drizzy Gang, and Montana Bay. They're saying, I think this is Montana Bay, Out West Most Wanted, and basically people are saying that like this is, a lot of these areas like this Pink House, all of these things that are in this video, like these are just for Out West, which is a very dangerous side of Chicago. A lot of talk gets made about the South Side. Obviously, it's so famous since Chicago drill music blew up, but Out West is very serious, and they're saying that there's a lot of crazy stuff going on Out West, and that video and a lot of these guys, like, they're really showing how dangerous it is out there, okay? And so there's a bunch of sort of backstory. People have been trying to get to the bottom of what and who this gang is. There's been posts on Reddit about, different hand signs that they throw up. They kind of do this sort of star sign between each other. These are the BTBG shorties out west. People are basically, investigating.
Oh, yeah, they wild, and that gun bigger than him.
They look super young, if I'm honest with you. It's actually crazy. It says those are legit middle school students. Young and on the right was 15 when he passed away about 6 months ago. And we're going to talk a bit more about him. Okay, that's apparently Kill Bill's brother, and he apparently had 3 bodies at 15, and he ended up getting killed outside the school. It says, Out West so crazy, dude's been 9 years old with face tats and 3 bodies. And that's really not an understatement, okay? People saying that's how you drop Spanish Cobra, but I doubt it's that. Probably some small hood that throws it up too. It could be dissing like 4 gangs that rep that sign, especially if they're under the People's Nation. And people are wondering how these kids are so well armed. They're saying the guy in the light-colored jacket got killed a few months ago, so we're gonna cover that in a minute. But I want to get to a couple of other things first. So this is a post on Reddit that's basically introducing Kill Bill, aka KB Curry. At this time, 2 months ago, they were saying that he had 8 bodies, and he rolls with BTBG and DMG. And now this is a kind of a chilling little video. I mean, shout out to this Redditor, Daddy Chuckles. He made this little edit basically giving backstory on him. And, he said, if you let me know if you want more videos about underrated rappers / killers from less known areas or sets of Chicago as well. I don't think it's going to be long before Kill Bill is actually very famous, but let's see.
Also known as KB Curry.
Okay, I don't know that. So, all right, I don't want to get in trouble for playing his music. I'm sure it's very good. I'm going to listen to it in my own time. But basically, this breakdown, it says he's from out west. He's rumored to be, BTBG's top killer, and is rumored to be up 8 bodies at this point in time. Okay, I thought this edit would have had a little bit more info, but look at him waving the belt. I mean, this is just crazy. This is actually wild. Very, very twisted, very, very messed up. People are saying he raps better than Deuce. We know who this is, Blood. They rage baiting you. Lil Zay finna give him a contract extension. 8 bodies, what an outstanding member of society. Got like 9, I want 1 mo. People saying we all know the inevitable outcome. Daddy Chuckle says rich and famous. People saying a lot of dudes aren't hip unless a rapper's getting 300,000 views consistently. As people saying I give him 6 months before he's 6 feet under. That's crazy.
Yeah,
saying,
that is
what's his
crazy.
hats? I'm not going to say too much. Police be on here, but you into it with Ghost with all these ops basically. But look, I will find out everybody that he killed for you guys eventually. Okay, just give me some time. I'll work it all out. But anyway, okay. It's basically been rumored that BTBG had actually made a bunch of comments and sort of, incriminating things after Bayzoo got killed, right? So this is 6,300 DMG, BTBG members with words after the Bayzoo hit. People saying basically that this was guys that are affiliated with these crews basically dunking on THF Bayzoo after the murder. It says, you missed your stepson, now you with him. It said, I got Zoo, you better check, bitch. And I think this is probably, I'm pretty sure these were
Okay,
posted
that's
around the
snitching.
time when it was unclear, like Bayzoo had been shot. People didn't know whether he was dead. A lot of people were denying that he'd passed away. And when he says, you better check, bitch, this is basically this person basically praying that Bayzoo actually dies, which is twisted when you think about it. He made another post, says, he from the one, he got the get back for that watch, and the ops keep on dissing like they did that thing to Top. And basically everybody's kind of posting pictures as this DMG Scoom. I might have called him Lil Scoom by accident earlier, but I didn't mean that was an accident. But yeah, people posting laughing emojis for Bayzoo, like all different members that are affiliated with these crews. They're posting Lil Zay Osama's music. We're getting into it with the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoot him in his face. Obviously THF, they're known to rep 4-6, 4-4-4-9. So I feel like that's low-key a reference to that. It says, why you tried to hide that follow button is in a different language. People are following Chicago drill from all around the world, yeah. It says, matter of time until we see a post about Zay being shot. He's inviting it. But a lot of people are saying he doesn't stay in Chicago. He knows he'll probably get killed if he did. Not talking on stuff. He said it himself. No jumper. Okay, people saying, I thought they was both OTF. I know Zay's beefing with THF over the watches, but both of them hang with Dirk. How does that work? But things have gotten very complicated since Dirk went to jail. But anyway, let's get back to Kill Bill, man. Because they were saying just recently, I remember seeing this going around, that he had 10 bodies. And basically, this is recently posted, and they were basically saying this is Kill Bill. At this point, they're saying he's got 10 bodies. And this is apparently him in traffic just before he got the call about Lil Deuce being killed, which is really sad. So, you know, they're riding around with their guns. They're very, very heavily armed. They're not playing, bumping their music. But people are saying that just after that was filmed, one of his friends, Lil Deuce, ended up passing away. People are saying his song Footprints will always be a drill classic. They're saying what's crazy, he was on his way to a funeral. That's a crazy... I ain't gonna lie. If that's how you come into the funeral, that is actually crazy work. If this how you pulling up to the funeral with Drakes,
but they got to. People shoot up funerals.
Bruh, I do not want to attend that funeral. I'll keep it real with you. Now, they say that Kill Bill's brother actually had 3 bodies at age 15, and he ended up getting killed himself. So this is apparently him admitting that his brother KJ did indeed have 3 bodies at just being 15 years old.
You know, it ain't never no killer without no killing on dope. Greg, my little brother Reddy was one of them doing dope. Folks was 15. On dope, he was 14 with nobody. By the time he was 15, he had like a tray, nigga. On Lil Bill. Fuck you tomorrow. No count. On dope, no rap, got no none of that. Folks Reddy was him. Fuck you tomorrow. I don't like shit like on dope. I don't even want to talk to mom.
They glorify that.
Like shit, I don't supposed to tell this to our mom. Like on dope, I don't supposed to look in their face, man. On dope, I'm your big brother, shit. I'm your protector, man. On dope, boy, that shit. I feel like I failed you, slam, but like, shit, on dope, that shit just, man, on Lil D Gray, shit.
So basically, he's saying he should have been his brother's protector. He feel like you failed him, but, you know, he's saying that he was really getting busy like that, man. People saying, wrap this city up, man. Chicago's beyond saving.
Yeah,
they used to diss car crash victims from Fronham, and he not up 3 on the CS. So what? He patched 3 civilians. It's really sad. It's actually really sad. So his brother was apparently killed, I believe, outside the school. He was having shootouts at the school and all that kind of thing.
That is
so they're basically saying this is a clip from On a Couch TV where Kill Bill speaks on his little brother KJ being in a shootout at school just months prior to being killed. So I'm pretty sure... let's hear what you had to say, but this I'll give you kind of more of the details about what happened after this.
And all that, being locked up, I think I read somewhere where it said, like, your little brother passed away or something like that.
His birthday just passed yesterday.
And you speak on, like, how losing him felt or, like, the impact it had left on the hood.
On stuff like, it really... Like on stuff like he died at school. On stuff great, he died at school, and it's crazy because I was talking to him like I had my son. So like, on stuff, you know, he loved my son. On stuff great, he loved that. They both was bad as fuck. On stuff great, they both hard headed. They acting like I see why they like each other so much. But on stuff like, the guy in the band got at school in September, like September 2022.
So he's saying he got in a shootout at school in September 2022.
On stuff grave, I told him transfer from the school. My mama told him transfer. His mama told him transfer. He didn't. He ended up going back to the school on dope. So the day he passed away, we on the phone. He walking through the hallway. I tell him like, why you just going like, you know, like on dope, like, come to my house on dope grave, like, you know, on dope, leave the school, go back for night school. He didn't want to. On dope, and like, you know, I ain't gonna catch that little hot as he was bad. He was 15 on dope, and I'm gonna keep it honest. He was, man. He was out here. He spanked more than a lot of grown on dope grave. His 30 got to do some catching up to him.
So he's saying that he was really spanking stuff, catching bodies. He's saying dudes that are 30 need to catch up with him and catch the same amount of bodies. People saying, you see, I wonder how many people are like this in Chicago.
That is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, people, I mean, it's scary, really, to think about it. You got dudes running around with 10 bodies, kids at 3, you know, kids at 15 years old having 3 bodies. It's just out of control, right? So they're saying that this is him with his little brother KJ, who was killed outside of his high school at just age 15, man. People saying that was the work of Fro Gang. And you know, I'm gonna have to look way deeper into all of these things, because these are a whole bunch of new gangs that I'll keep it real, I hadn't really heard of. I'd seen maybe a few posts about them here and there, like over the last few days and stuff, but like, you know, now it's like, okay, this is now kind of like the wildest crew that are in Chicago that now I feel like everybody's about to be knowing about.
They crazy.
So,
bro, that's
yeah,
crazy,
there's a
bro.
news report about the death of KJ that I'll show you here. It basically says 15-year-old boy fatally shot on the west side. Let's see what the news said.
Police detectives intensifying their search for suspects in yesterday's shooting of a 15-year-old student in the Austin neighborhood.
Let's go to Julian Cruz. He's live at Michelle Clark Magnet School with the latest. Julian?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Chicago's 15th District Commander vowing to leave no stone unturned as detectives look for clues. 15-year-old Magnet High School student Kevin Davis Jr. shot and killed yesterday shortly after school let out.
This violence running rampant in a city like Chicago is unacceptable.
Francisco Perez and members of UCAN, a social service organization and youth empowerment and anti-violence program lending support. Half a dozen community organizations here together with police and CPS security in a show of strength after yesterday's tragedy.
If you live in the area, if you know anything about this, I implore you. You know, I am a parent. Many of you here are parents. Please come forward.
15th District Commander Andre Parham at last night's emotional press conference pleading for the community's help. More than 24 shell casings spilled across the pavement yesterday afternoon on the 5000 block of Harrison Street, not far from the Magnet High School. Kevin Davis Jr. rushed to Stroger Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The circumstances surrounding this brutal killing not yet clear, but police commanders say they'll find those responsible.
It is hard on the community. It is hard on this child's family, obviously. It's hard on law enforcement working something like this. There's a lot of emotion.
And CPS bringing in grief and crisis counselors to work with the students and teachers who have been affected by this terrible loss. At Clark Magnet High School, Julian Cruz, WGN News.
It's really sad because it reminds me of the murder that Lil Jeff, you know, allegedly, I mean, we got to say allegedly, he's not even here anymore, but, you know, he allegedly killed 2 students outside the school. And, you know, we saw a similar thing. There was footage of the kids dying outside school. They were saying there were grief counselors. You know, there's footage and all kids are just distraught. You little girls screaming over these 2 dead bodies outside the school. And it's just heartbreaking, the actual, like, just how reckless some of these kids are behaving in Chicago, man. It is really, really sad.
So, crazy,
obviously, Lil Deuce was kind of another affiliate of Kill Bill that ended up getting killed. You know, there's kind of a few different posts about him saying, long live Lil Deuce. You know, they were sliding for him a lot. This is a little clip that was kind of posted around after he passed away.
Know who it is, bitches, big school. Walking in the club, slutty tuck, yeah, I got big boom. If I see the long face, I'ma spray the whole room. When I'm off for 90, I see stars, I'm going to the moon. Just chase the quick duck off a hat, sent them to the moon. Just made they block hot, summertime, and it ain't June. Made the odds move from cross western all the way to Racine. Yeah, they got a lot of guns, but they ain't know anything. Joy ride in that hot car, what is hot for? I done caught so many bees, I ain't got to slide no more.
I thought it was on screen. You get the gist, right? He was spitting a little freestyle there. People saying rest in peace to both of them. I think it was him and Scoob that passed away. Now, they were saying that Kill Bill was actually hurt worse over Deuce's death than Lil Zay was. Obviously, Lil Zay Osama was definitely hurt. Apparently, they were close. And he's had little lyrics about Lil Deuce recently that kind of basically hint at how serious it was. And people are saying BTBG are going to spin until they get dizzy after this. And obviously, we're hearing about all these you know, murders and things. They're saying, hide your kids, BTBG finna come through, and you know they don't care about anything. I bet they crash out and smoke a lady or a child.
Okay, that's crazy.
That is, unfortunately, the collateral damage that could be happening out here. Now, I want to show you a few little things about this Kill Bill character. Not character, as a real person, but he's a character in the scene. People are saying in this one that he's got 12 bodies. And they're saying that in this clip, they actually were pointing guns at the Chicago police to make them stop chasing them. How crazy?
Come on. Why they stopping? Come on, why y'all stopping? Come on.
That is crazy.
They stopping, bro. They ducking that shit, bro.
They pointing guns at the police. They getting like Brazil, bro.
I'm speechless. I've never seen anything like. I've never seen anybody point the guns at the Chicago police and then tell them, "Come on, keep chasing." What? What am I even looking at, man? Bro, this is insane, okay? Now, there is apparently footage of these guys actually committing a murder as well. I'm going to be very careful. I'm not going to show you
yeah, I seen that. But
basically,
they caught dude coming out.
These guys are coming out the store. This car
they hopped
pulls
out
up,
like 3-4 people hopped out. Overkilled them.
They jump out and they all just get to shooting in front of everybody, and it's just gruesome. It's actually just horrendous. Yeah, and they're standing over a dude. They're shooting him on the ground. There's a whole bunch of them. They've all got guns. It's ruthless. It's actually just, bro. They're shooting the guy on the ground so much that it's like the dust from the concrete is just filling the air with smoke. It's actually so screwed up. I can't even show you this, okay? But over in the comments, they're saying, they've done him the worst way. They're saying, I respect that they went for their target and only their target. It's just messed up, man. Saying bro jumped out with a handgun, went back to the car to get an AR to overkill his ass. I ain't never seen a dude make a class change during a drill before. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie,
I've never seen anything like it. I've actually...
Bro, Chicago is a crazy place. I ain't gonna lie, that's the top death zone in the USA.
Never seen anything like this. It's twisted. Says they let off some frustration and anger with this one. He must have put them through some hard times. Apparently he was responsible for several murders. They wanted him bad, but I still don't understand why he was lacking like that. They're saying he wasn't lacking, he just didn't have time to up his own gun. Said you got to hate a dude so bad to bail out, drop your first mag, run and get an AR and still overkill as your bros are already shooting him. He must have done something terrible to get killed like that. They're saying it's overkill. You can tell this hit was completely out of retaliation for another killing, because what did you do to make them dudes mad? Looks like the first hit already ended him and they just went ape shit on him. The other two dudes are lucky as hell that they managed to run away. Bruh. That's crazy. So I don't fully know. I haven't fully got to the bottom of this one, but they're basically saying over on Reddit that Kill Bill is also one of the people that killed Rich Wade Tiller's daughter. Okay. And so this is like a conversation that have gone back and forth. He says, on my dead son, y'all tell him KB and Otto turn theirself in. Okay, my baby, bitch ass dudes killed my baby. Replied, they ain't do that. Said they go to jail.
He telling.
CVL rules off. This dude's a full-blown
rat.
rat.
He tripping.
Tiller.
Yeah, he telling.
Right. Since CVL rules off is crazy. I don't really know what that means. They're saying once you kill a child, I mean, yeah, rules are off. Once you kill a child, rules are off. All right? But that is, bruh. They're saying the dude whose daughter got killed had desecrated somebody's grave. All right? Bruh. They're saying it was guys from, bruh. Bruh. What? Bro, they're saying that Kill Bill killed someone's daughter. Man, this is so sad. It really does sound like Rich Wade Tiller's daughter got killed, man. Man. Hey, so this is him on Facebook Live talking about it, saying that he would have rather died.
Saying that, like, a real member's gonna still be a real member. Like, put your baby before gang. I'm not gonna die for my baby, bro. Like, I die for the guys. And a real...
You would die for the guys, but not for your kids.
People saying that's out of context.
That is
him
crazy.
Saying he wouldn't die for his daughter, but he died for the guys. People are saying he's not well. Okay, but basically, it's people saying
he gotta be sick in the
head. This is 5 years ago, so this happened a long time ago in 2021.
He's
apparently,
suffering
it could
mentally.
Have been before, but it's saying Rich Wade Tiller's daughter, R.I.P. I used to watch his IG story, and he used to call her every day. It's sad, man. And man, that's a picture of him with a cut out of his daughter, man. That's just... bruh. I don't even want to look at this, man. It's all well and good to, oh yeah, cool, he's got all these bodies, bro. Are these the bodies you're claiming? Like, is this really what we're doing out here in Chicago out west, bro? Just got to stop, man. But apparently he was desecrating a grave. I'm not saying it's cool. He has CVL from BBMG and his ops from BTBG pulled up and killed his daughter trying to shoot at him. Basically, his ops shot his car down with pistols and rifles. In the middle of all that, they ended up killing his 7-year-old daughter in the backseat, and he was hit multiple times too. Oh, what the hell, man? Bro, it's just crazy, bro. It's actually just so crazy. So look, there's just so many posts going around that are kind of, you know, just documenting all of this crazy stuff that Kill Bill is getting up to, man. And there's this picture of him saying that he's got a mythical black Drake. People in the comments are saying this is just a regular Draco. Now, you know, to be fair, this is in the confines of his own home, so I'm not showing you anything illegal. But this is the sort of thing he's rolling around with, bro. Look at this. Look, for me, from the UK where we don't have guns, there's no need. You do not need that. Like, that gun, there's no need, bro. I mean, maybe because the ops and the beef is so serious, but it's just like you pulling up, firing up people's cars, kids are getting killed. There's just no need for that, man. It's out of control. There's a whole bunch of back and forth with Kill Bill that kind of people have been documenting on Reddit. This is Kill Bill dissing LC Money from Ghost Mob, who passed away.
They've been killed that. Oh my God. Damn, that was the same people that was laughing at KJ, man.
They were laughing at KJ.
What the fuck?
I'm having a field day.
I'm fucking, what the fuck, man? Curd out, man. My birthday tomorrow. We smoking that one, man. This shit shit.
All right, I have to bleep a bunch of that. That's, bro, just stop, bro. Stop.
They mad disrespectful.
Oh my god,
bro.
This is killing me. This one, honestly, this is just so twisted. So he went back and forth with a guy called Von from BVC. So this is Von dissing Kill Bill.
Face like he said, he made the face like he said, yeah, you know, I see everything. Like, we gangbanging hard as hell, like all the trolls and shit. That's why I don't troll no more. Like, yeah, I see everything, man. Get your goofy clown out west, big pants, fake jewelry, fake designer, fake everything. Get your pack selling, pack working. Gotta turn the money into boo-boo. Get your goofy ass on my dead cousin. Like, you making interviews and mentioning motherfuckers' names on my dead brother, boy. Don't make a motherfucker pull up on my cousin grade, nigga. That ass tweaker, boy. Make a motherfucker pull up on that Chicago Avenue, boy.
So clearly, right, it was smoke. People are saying that he looks like KTS Dre. That's kind of funny. But Kill Bill
he do look like, that's all I was getting when I seen him. I thought that was Dre. I was like, dang, he back.
Like, gang, on Blood Grave, you just, every social media I got on my son, tell me I'm lying. You talking about swipe up and call my bluff. Swipe up and call my bluff. Every social media I got, you dick eating, and all in them a message request, trying to get a response. You couldn't wait for a nigga to say something about y'all stealing. Fucking jury. Talking about some fake shit, like, come on out, gang. That shit not nothing. You the same nigga. Man, B act like he don't fuck with me. B act like he don't fuck on my son, because the motherfucker told me they used to be around your ass. Motherfucker told me they gave you your first gun to, you know, come on, gang. They told me your ass is the police on Liddy Grave. Ben told me that. Like, fuck you on that for. Get your police goof ass on. Talking about working packs. Like, come on now, gang. You running out of shit to say. You really mad. Get your bitch ass on. Come out west. When you came on Trumbull, I was right there, right? Fuck is you talking about? I be on Trumbull every day. Like, get your goofy clown, skid at overgrown bitch ass entourage, dick riding ass nigga. Get your dick hopping ass. Fuck is wrong with you, bitch ass nigga?
Bruh. You just gotta, like they said in the comments, man, you just gotta leave this guy alone, bro. You just gotta leave this guy alone, bro. He's been sending all types of warnings to people. They're saying this is him with a message for the ops. He's not to be played with, man.
I see everything what everybody's saying. I see everything. Everybody talking, I see everything.
He says, I see everything. People saying he's got that look in his eyes. He's about to crash out. Saying he lost his little bro KJ, and Lil Deuce was damn near his right-hand man. They was always together. He don't believe in God too. He's definitely going to crash out. It's about to get critical. That's what they're saying, man. I don't even want to look anymore. I had more links, but I actually don't even want to look anymore. Look, okay. I'm lost for words. They're talking about little girls getting killed by accident. They're talking about 12 bodies, 10 bodies. Between two of them, they got over 20 bodies. They're saying this is who killed Bayzoo. This is just absolutely outrageous, bro. I'm honestly going to have to dig into this a little bit deeper. I'm going to do a little bit more research. I'm kind of going to do a little bit more investigation into what the hell is going on out west in Chicago. But honestly, like, I'm just... sometimes I feel like just every year this whole Chicago drill thing just gets more and more ruthless and more treacherous and more heartbreaking. And it's like, I'm not going to lie, like some of the stuff that I looked at in this video is actually just taking it a little bit too far. It's actually going a little bit too far, man. So And this Kill Bill guy's still alive, bro. He's still out here, bro. He's probably gonna watch Kill Bill. If you watch this video, stop, bro. Like, stop, please. Like, bro. I know. Look, I know. I'm speaking. I'm yelling into the wind, right? Obviously, it's not gonna stop. This is an endless cycle of violence, and you know, you got guys hurt people. You got dudes that are too deep in the streets. They've got people to avenge. I mean, if it's really true that this guy's got 10 bodies plus, you know, that's 10 groups of people. That's 10 families grieving. That's 10 like. It never ends, bro, and that stuff doesn't get too far. You know, there was all this talk about Q50 having 8 bodies, and you know, I'd said before, look, there's only really 2 ways this story ends, okay? And realistically, we ain't, you know, they say death or in jail. I don't think we've seen anybody go to jail. Like, realistically, like King Von, he didn't get his day in court. Lil Jeff, he didn't get his day in court. Everybody ended up getting killed before the cops could get to him because the cops are way too far behind this stuff, man. I don't wish that on anybody, but it's like, this is a really sad story, you know, and I don't want to be back here in a couple of days' time reporting RIP Kill Bill, but this situation is just out of control, man.
That situation is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Trap Lord Ross look like Harry Potter. I just gotta get that up in there. But Chicago is a crazy place, dangerous, death zone. 10 bodies, you glorifying and praising, you got 10 plus bodies. I don't know, people in Chicago, they just catch bodies for sport. They don't play basketball, football, they go catch a hat. They go kill people. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this video. Is Chicago a death place? Like, will it ever be able to get saved? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Because I don't know. I think Chicago is over with. They might as well nuke Chicago. Blow up Chicago, get rid of it. Take it off the map. We don't even need Illinois no more. I'm just saying, y'all. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be back with more. We're going to tune back into this Bayzoo thing. So make sure y'all catch me on the rerun. But for now, I'm gone. It's your boy, Buick Benz. I'm out. Peace.